I'm here, and I do not know why it's showing something that's like 2 minutes behind or whatever, but yeah, that is the dumbest thing about these streams. Like, it keeps saying like, "Oh, you get like 5 minutes in advance" or something like that. Like, it keeps doing things a minute in advance. These first 30 seconds are always just me ranting about why YouTube Studio is really shitty right now, but that's just me. Hi, I am Dirk the Red Panda. It's weird saying this with my face showing, because this is a face reveal. Yeah, so we are playing Password, which is above me. I'm like, it's weird because my stupid YouTube like stream one is like 30 seconds behind, so I'm like, when am I doing the thing? But yes, it's right above me. But yes, I don't know how else to react with this other than this is just me. But yeah, part of the reason, I'm not going to say, oh, this was the complete reason why I went from never showing my face to, oh, I have to show my face now. But one of the things that was kind of, didn't break the camel's back, but it was something where I was like, might as well take this chance, was my March Madness bracket, which I've made a bajillion videos on before this. But yeah, one of the matchups was Tyson going up against Bowser. And you guys really, really wanted Tyson to win. And I said that if Tyson won, I'd show my face. And here I am. I hope I look good, because this is nothing like I originally thought. Oh, Aiden. You guys. Yeah. So, this is a bit of a shocker. I had to cover up my photos in the background because they're photos of me playing volleyball back in the day, my high school days, and I cannot take them down because I think my dad or somebody put like the earthquake kind of like protecting type of stuff on the back where like it sticks everything, kind of like the equivalent of like a 3M type of stick on the back of each of the photos, so I can't just take it off like that. I tried and I'm like, it's legitimately stuck like glue. And so that is why I put 17 sheets of yellow lined paper on my photos, just so they wouldn't be shown. Maybe someday I can upgrade to like something else or something that's like better quality, or just have a green screen behind me or something like that, but I just really have to kind of skate around this because my parents just don't want me showing my face. If I live on my own, I'm probably just gonna buy one. It's gonna be like, screw it, you guys can't tell me what to do. But for now, when you're homebound, you kind of have to listen to your parents' expectations in a sense. So, thanks, Lyde, and thanks, Oscar, and everybody else who's complimenting me. It's not perfection. Please don't act like this is some like model stash or something crazy. Like, I'm just pretty ordinary. I'm as white as they come. And I combed my hair. That was also part of why it took me a bit longer than I expected. I took like half an hour shaving everything just so I can, be clean. You remind me of Haas. I was thinking about that. I'm like, Haas looks like me. So, I look like Haas. Oh, somebody... I was like, right when somebody said that, you were right on the money. Okay. So Aiden right afterwards just threw me off it and said, super excited for the Adastra sequel, which has apparently been confirmed for almost 3 months. It's because I was reading the Haas comment, and then I was like, wait, sequel? Wait, what? But yes, Haas... Wait, now I'm throwing myself off. Okay, the Adastra sequel. Yes, I found out about it yesterday. Yes, I played it yesterday, and found out that Adastra is getting a sequel according to like Haps, and I think it was according to Haps because like Haps talked about, oh, we need a new background artist, and why would you need a new background artist for like one update? So, yeah, that is basically the gist of things. I should get into this novel before I delay anything any longer. the first 5 minutes of me are just, oh, look at me, I'm showing my face. And that's really weird. So, I apologize for sidetracking so long, but this is me now. Now you know that what Deckerlink looks like and what I look like, and of course what Yuki looks like. There's a couple of people that have shown their faces. Part of the reason why I was nervous was because of jobs and stuff like that. I'm going into a STEM major. I'm trying to get a job there, and I feel like if I go into a STEM interview and they're like, "Oh, we saw your face on this furry channel," I would be like, "Yeah, can you get? That's just my personal life. I'm not bringing that to work. I'm not gonna be all about that work." And if they still don't hire me because of that, then that's kind of just their kind of uppityness. Like, I would be so pissed if Google was like, "Hey, Dirk, we found you on we found you on YouTube," because you have to have a Gmail. Like, they could probably track me down Waste of Sunday with that. But fingers crossed that jobs don't go nuts on me. So here we are at day 8. I'm going to have to hopefully find the password out in a short amount of time. Speaking of which, let me add Grizz for backup. Not for the password, just to tell him about my thingamabob. Grizzly, where the hell are you? I'm streaming the Tyson update. Okay. This should be like a recurring routine of people telling like other people where to skip. Just like skip here, skip here. Alright, so skip to about 7 or 8 minutes. Yes, come on, save. Alright. Yes, massacre, a password that took us so long to find. But yes, please do not spoil the password for me. Oh, Grizzly said he might stop by. I was considering streaming myself. Okay. I'm not saying to just boycott Grizzly because I'm doing a face reveal, but you guys can always watch me later if need be. So let's get into this bad boy. I am really curious to see what the new password, or not new, but what the password day 8 looks like. This is... Wait. Yeah, this is Tyson. I was going crazy. Here we go. Surprisingly, I slept well. Or at least as well enough as I could with so many things running through my head as I lay down. As my eyes adjusted to the room, I remembered the weight on my chest, looking down to Tyson still cuddled up on my front. With how his face was scrunched up and his tail flicking, it seemed like he wasn't having a very pleasant dream. Oh, Bane is here, and oh my god, the first 2 lines, I just get a choice. And I'm obviously gonna pet him because that's a good choice. You can pet the dog in password, according to Sir Lucky Bane. Should I tell him about this face reveal then? Read. I'm going to tell him about this face reveal. Oh god. Are you revealing your face too, Grizzly? It's gonna be battle for the face reveals. Sorry. Oh, thanks for the hair compliment. I just kinda... This is the first time I've gelled my hair up, or... Well, yeah. Gelled my hair in, like, almost a year, like, 10 months. It's been a while, I just kinda got lazy and just let my hair fall the way it does. Alrighty, so let's pet the dog. Or the wolf. You can pet the wolf in password, sorry. My right arm was still mostly free, so I carefully wrapped it around Ty's back and rested my hand atop of his head. His tail stopped flicking, but his frown lingered. Oh. Ever so slowly, I began to stroke his fur, gently digging in to massage his scalp. Almost immediately, his frown disappeared, and he let out a sigh with a soft moan soon following. Fuck. I haven't been going all that long. The tie stretched, nestling in under my chin and shifting his right hand from my shoulder to my waist as he pulled me closer. He didn't say anything else, but I figured he was awake somewhat now. What was the harm in continuing? As I did, Ty's tail flicked happily behind him before he reached up and grabbed my hand. Just like, stop! Don't do it. Okay, enough of that, pup. Let me have 5 more minutes. Oh. Okay. Okay. Just like disappointed Dave. While Ty rested, I looked to Dean, who was laying nearby. He looked racked, cuddled up to a pillow in the same ways that Tyson was to me. Seemed to be having a nightmare or was just that uncomfortable. Sal, meanwhile, was on his stomach, half chewing on his pillow with a happy smile on his face. Maybe he was just hungry? Well, we finally get to see the characters. In our own time, we all got up. Not that it took that much longer after I'd awoken. Morning, guys. Did everyone sleep alright? Now I have to switch voices. Fuck, this is the hard part. Sleep? Maybe got a couple hours at best. Slept, yeah. Not very well. Everything alright? Is it because of the company? Nah, stuff on my mind. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. Thinking about Dean's route where we had... Not sure if I should spoil it for the Tyson fans, but... Remember Dean's sleeping pills? I'm nervous if they shared any. That's all I gotta say. So, nah, stuff on my mind. Don't worry about it. You too, huh? Know that feeling. Did either of you want to talk about it? Nah, I'm good. Just need coffee. Coffee sounds great. And a nap later. Should we get sorted and meet up with the others? Maybe a good idea. Yeah. More importantly, Dave, did this help? Huh? You dork. With what you were worried about. I guess so. And about doing stuff as a group. Well, I still want that to happen, of course. God, he sounds like my dad. I keep making comments about my dad always wanting us to be doing stuff as a family. And it's just like, I sound like a bratty teenager being like, no, I don't want to, but I'm in my early 20s. This is the part of your life where you would be moving out or living on your own and not spending that much time with your family, but being stuck with them now, this is going to be my first month of 6 having to live with them. It just feels like I just can't get away from them after finally leaving them, after living with them all my life because I was in community college after high school. So, spent like 20-something years of my life with them, and it's like I move out for 6 months, and now I have to stay with them again for another 6 months. Basically canceling out those 6 months gone. Yeah. I was told about the face reveal. Yes. I did tell you. Not too much of a surprise there. So, anyway. I still want that to happen, of course. Board games, right? Anything, really. I just want to stress how important all 3 of you are to me. The other 3 too, but... But we're going to have to get along, huh? Right. That might be difficult. Really? Or really? Try to do a face reaction. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't done many facial reactions yet, so it's like kind of weird right now. Alright, so. Because of me, huh? Right, but not you specifically. Roswell, I'm guessing. He was he was laying into you pretty hard yesterday. At least he's grown a pair. That's one way of putting it. It was a little odd. He's not normally that, much of a dick. Just saying. That much of an asshole? Called it. Well, the fact that I already read this might kind of tick me off to some things. Alright, well, no, but there's not really a nicer way of putting it. Look, I get it. I'm an ass. I did bad things to him. I deserve it. How long ago, though? Even I heard the stories, but, truth be told, I probably judged you faster than I should have based on them. Orlando told me stories, too. For that, I apologize. That said, I do want to have a talk about something I saw and heard the other day. What, happened? My hand went to my nose as I looked from Sal to Ty. From Justin to Kelly. From Sal to Ty. The new American Idol sequel. Or was it? There's like that Justin to Kelly movie. It was like the winner had to do like, a movie or whatever. But that would just be funny. It's just like from Tyson to Sal and they have to get along. Terrible joke, but yeah. Things just be. Alright, so my hand went to my nose as I looked from Sal to Ty, who seemingly had his eyes locked with the crocodile. I fucked up again. That's all. Don't worry about it. Oh shit! This is unique, because the skip button is not highlighted anymore, or it's not lit anymore. So I guess there's another thing another thing Tyson did to Roswell in this version. In the other one, I'm assuming he didn't and just moved on with life. Oh boy. Don't worry about it. Dave? Yes? You know what I saw, yes? I think so, but... nah, it's fine. We'll talk about it later. If you saw it, no point hiding it. I get to... do I get to know about it? I'll tell you later. Still, even if this was an isolated incident, the other stories must be true, too. Sal saw Tyson punch Dave. Oh my god, did you just spoil it to me? Or if that's... If that was... I don't know, if you saw that... It's been like 2 months or whatever since I last played that, so... Oh, fuck. But, yeah, it's been a while since I played that update, so... Apologies on my end. But yeah, I remember the whole punching thing where it's like... Tyson's like, yeah, you can't keep me here, and then punches Dave, and then Dave's like, no, but I'll screw you, and then Tyson's like, fine, and then stays, and then realizes that's a bad move. I still think that's a better character arc than some characters in other novels. Gonna get into that later, maybe after this, but holy crap, I have some opinions about some novels, so I got some tea. Alright, moving on. But, yeah, the other stories must be true, too. Yeah, it is a refresher, now that I realized. Thanks, Wolfram. Fuck it, I get it. No point hiding that I've been an asshole to people in the past. But he's a good person now. I'm getting better, pup. Trying to, at least. But no buts, pup. For what it's worth, it's admirable, but forgive me for still being cautious. Same here. Yesterday helped, though, believe it or not. Oh, yeah? Much like movie night, you're just another person. Well, yeah, I have my moments. Excuse me, sorry. We should go downstairs now, right? Sort out breakfast and whatever? Yeah. Plus getting into a fresh set of clothes, too. Alright, guess I'll see you guys downstairs then. Bye, Tyson. Thanks for hosting us in your room, Sal. Next time, clean your room better so you can host. Hey, maybe I'll do the same. Then I don't have to worry about leaving afterwards and can have a sleep in. Good idea, Dean. A body has been found. Oh no. I know that you're parodying, was it Tokyo After School Summoners? Something like that. That name sounds familiar. May have been on my bracket. But, yeah. I'm sad that Dean lost March Madness, too. He went up against a really tough Amicus, so... I know there are people backing up Dean, and... Yeah. There's been one person in particular. There's been a couple of people, actually. There's been actually a couple of people that have been very, anti-Amicus. Not just, I just thought that other character was better in that round, but they just think that Amicus is not, best boy material. That's a personal, subjective interpretation, but yeah, I could see why he's a best boy. I don't know if I should give a controversial opinion about it, but I wouldn't say he's my favorite best boy, because you obviously know who my best boy is. Duh. But this is not about tennis ace. We are getting back into password. I left behind Dean, heading toward my room. No sooner had I entered, I did a double take, wondering if I'd entered the right room. Ty? What are you doing in my room? Waiting for you? Well, yeah, but why? Ty just shrugged, wandering over to the door and pushing it closed behind me. He left his hand lingering on it, staring down at me, looking uneasy about something. Ty? With his free hand, he reached out and touched my face, his eyes unfocused as he did so. Not that he did anything beyond that, just touching, his thumb rubbing over my cheek. You sleep all right? Yeah. You had a rough night, though. Well, you're not as soft as a pillow. Pretty soft, though. That's on you. Not that you gave me much of an option there. Yeah, I know. Just needed something, Like that one time, yeah? I guess so. Ty, I shuffled around him to my clothes, and he followed close behind. I bent over to pick up a new shirt. As I stood, he snaked his arms around my sides and buried his nose into my neck, making me jump. Oh no, flash flood, Hal? That's terrible. Stay safe, Hal. I hate those too, I'm trying to think, we didn't have, a flash flood, but, we had, fire warnings, a year ago or whatever. And there's, a time where I had to, stay at my relative's house, 3 hours south. But, yeah. If you say, I am going to hit you. Lol. Oh, Zachary. But, yeah, the flash flood is something very scary because, yeah, just can be quick. You gotta get out as fast as you can. But yes, be safe. Hopefully, we can see you again in chat, knowing you're safe. Alright, so. Ty? Just let me enjoy this. Please. You just wanted to cuddle? I mean, we can cuddle. I'm all about that cuddling. I'm all about that cuddling game. Gotta give me them snuggles, gotta give me them nuzzles, them neck nuzzles. Gotta get that cuddling game on strong. Cuddling is gay. I prefer bedtime wrestling. Or it's like passive wrestling is better. That should just be, it's just Tyson's like, cuddling is gay. Passive bedtime wrestling is what I do. Alright, so I'm gay, Ty. Remember? Tyson stepped back, letting me go, and I used the opportunity to put on a fresh shirt. As I turned around, Tyson's hands were on me again, picking me up just enough to throw me onto the bed. Uh-oh, Tyson's evil grin. He had this smug look on his face, almost predatory, that made me quake just a little bit. I watched him join me on the bed, scooting closer. Yeah, but you're just a pup. Cuddling you ain't gay. Hey, I'm not that young anymore. You don't have to call me that anymore, either. Ty stopped his approach, resting his hands on my knees and looking off to the side, bored. What? Don't like it anymore? Well, no, I'm not saying that. Could call you a lot worse if you were mine. If I was... I trailed off, watching Tyson's smile fade, seemingly thinking about something. Tyson's realizing, am I the gay one? Weird. Alright, moving on. Sal saw what happened the other day, didn't he? Oh, I think he might have. He didn't step in, though. Like, you took me up to your room, and... I gulped, realizing where the recount was going, and I averted my gaze. Well, I don't know why he stayed out of it, or how much he heard, but... But what? Maybe with everything going on, he felt that maybe we should talk about it. Just us. About us, I mean. Is there anything between us, Ty? Don't know. Is there? I don't know. Like, on one hand, whenever you're around, I feel safe. But at a moment's notice, I feel like I need to be on edge, ready to react to something you might say or do. What happened to the Dean route? I played Dean's entire route so far, so I'm just waiting for the next Dean update to come out. Now I'm finishing Tyson's route. So once I'm done with Dean and Tyson's routes for now, until their next update, respectively, I'll put Password on hold and then do my other novels. And once Password gets updated for Dean and Tyson, I'll go back to them. So yeah, I'm just playing what's out currently. And I played through all of Dean's. Alright, so your character is so adorable. Thanks. Thanks, Lion Wing. So, not just to me, but the others. Anyone, really. Not your responsibility to do that. No, but you're important to me. I want to do Sorry? Something. The words were out of my mouth before I'd processed them. I didn't even really know what I meant by that. Maybe it was just the tiredness catching up to me. Do something, huh? Like what? Ask me out on a date? No, that's your job. I want to be the one asked. I don't even know if you're... You know, you say you aren't, but... Ty lunged forward and slammed his hand down next to my head, sinking into his bed. I'm not gay. Then... If you want me to fuck you, then that's a different story. I'd only be doing it because... I growled, sitting up and pushing Ty back by leveraging away with my head. Because what? You're only into me? I looked at Ty as he rested back on his ankles. He made to yell, going so far as to point at me as if to threaten me with something, but nothing came out. Well, come on then! Tell me, Ty! So what if I am? Huh. Or so what if I am? Huh. So what? I don't care about this stuff, but you're different. It's too fucking early for this, Dave. I'll meet you downstairs. Oh no you don't. You stay right here. I grabbed him firmly around the arm to keep him there. I'm not going to confess that I love you, Ty, but you're so damn important to me that I want you to be honest. About everything. Why does this have to be the exception? Because I'm not good enough. Not yet. Well, what? How can I tell you something I don't know, huh? You said you're gay. Great. You have that figured out. I sure as hell don't. You don't know? This is pretty good. This is I'm being very critical now. My visual novel critique mode is on right now. And this is a good way of handling the situation. I also personally think that originally I was like, okay, Dave's not that interesting of a character until I got to like day 7, I'd say, for his character. Maybe day 8. Once I got to day 7 and 8 onward, my respect for Dean and his writing just went up. And I have to say he's better than, I think, a decent amount of like VN MCs. If that's the right term for them. Like main characters that you play as. But I definitely think he's better than... I'm spilling the tea. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if Howley hates me now for this, but I'm gonna say that I think Dave is a better written character than Marco in terms of he has flaws like this. Like he's not connecting with Tyson's questioning of sexuality, or I guess queerness, I guess you can call it. But at the same time, it's like he's really trying to understand. It feels like with Marco, not the understanding part's the problem, it's just the way he goes about it is so like, you don't know this, or you really should know this. Like, it's very like, you gotta know this. Like, it just felt like that. I'm not sure if I'm doing the best description of it, but that was part of Marco's character being kind of hot-headed, I'd say, and just very... I wouldn't say he's very impulsive, but, you know, he was, at times, kind of dense. Especially with Virginia in that last update. But, yeah, there's times like that where it's like, you just felt like, okay, as a character, Dave just was a lot... I think Dave's a lot more open to things and isn't as short-fused. But then again, that's part of the character. In terms of writing, that's a thing I can argue later. But I don't know why I'm going to go into a rant about Dave versus Marco, but we can save that for another day, or at the end of this video. Oh boy. And yes, Tyson is going through an internal conflict. I definitely believe that too. And so this is definitely interesting to analyze, so we will continue to find out. So, you don't know? Nope. Or nope. But, what, you expect me to be hooking up with randoms every week? Well, no, but all I know is that for whatever fucking reason, you're my weakness. It sucks, but fuck, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I blushed at that, unsure to take it as a compliment or to start picking at the specifics of what he meant. Or of what he meant. God, my voice acting is off today. Apologies. Look, I'm gonna be honest when Sal asks about what happened. Keep the first aid kit on hand. Sure as hell have had enough of a time with my dream last night that if he wants to throw down, I'm just gonna let him. Wait, that's a lot to unpack. Which part? What you did dream about last night. Is that why you looked like you're having a nightmare? Shit, didn't realize that it showed when I was sleeping. Don't worry about it. Ty, come on, you're killing me. Be honest, remember? Tyson's eyes bulged as I asked my question, searching my face for something, his mouth agape, brow furrowed, and he almost looked like he could cry. I don't. I had a dream of you dying, alright? It sucked. It's just so interesting seeing that, like, way of how he says it. It's like, to him saying that it's like, it sucked is more deep and meaningful to him, because he's not one of words, but just seeing, like, I saw you die, it sucked. To an outsider, that just sounds so, like, light-hearted and minor. It's just like, I dreamt you dying. It sucked. But this is a serious moment, and this is pretty deep. So, this is awful. I don't know why I try to make light of it. That is my bad. Alright, it sucked. And that's why... Cuddles? What if I never get another chance to do that again? Well... we were cuddling while you slept. And it helped, but... can only do so much in front of other people. Oh. Look, guy. Just throwing it out there, but for old time's sake, did you wanna... you know... no? I mean, I don't get what you're talking about. Sleep together. We did that last night, though. Fuck, just you, me, bed, alone. Oh, well, I guess so. Did you mean actually sleep, or did you mean... I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. Hope nobody saw that. I'm not suggesting anything. If you want to mess around, then I'll leave that on you, pup. I thought about my goal for today, what I needed to accomplish. The curiosity of what I could get up to with Ty made me shift on the bed. Hopefully you didn't shit in the bed from that. Tomorrow night. Does that work? I guess. Sorry, not tonight. I'll fill you in later as to why. Spending it with Dean instead. What? No! Just... something else. Promise. Well, alright, sure. Tomorrow night. Ty got up from the bed and wandered over to the door, looking over his shoulder at me. I'm gonna head down and get coffee. Don't be long, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Closing the door behind him, I was left on the bed, worked up. I grabbed my pillow, covering my face with it as best as I could, and screamed in frustration, coming out somewhere between a high pitched whine and a shriek. We'd been here for a week, and I was questioning everything I knew about my relationship with Tyson. Thanks to Roswell's behavior yesterday and Tyson's. Were they even advances? It took me a few moments to calm down, realizing that maybe this was why I needed coffee in the morning. Not only that, but Tyson admitting that I was his weakness made me think, what if he was mine? Still, as much as spending another night in the same bed excited me, I had a job to do. And if I had any hopes of Ty taking me seriously with what I was going to explain to him, I needed something to show for it. I needed proof. No choking or deaths in the chat unless you are a password character. Oh boy. Don't hurt each other. Why the hell are there marshmallows on my bed? What the fuck? You guys can actually see my bed. That gag does not work as well. Or, you guys really can't. Or, you can see my pillow. But, okay. That's all. Okay, just moving things around. Alright, we're back. I got up off the bed and headed downstairs for breakfast with a renewed determination that I hoped would last long after I had my morning coffee. Alright, gotta drink some water first because I need some water to clear my throat. Alright, so I'm kind of going to fast forward through some of the parts that are different, I'd say, like different per se, and just kind of, it always referred to my Dean route if you want to see like the parts that I skip. So the thing is, it's like you kind of see these parts and it's like it's the same as the previous route. So I came downstairs with everyone arriving within minutes. Oh god, what did my first design of Dirk look like? It was okay. The first one of Dirk was okay. Previous characters I made, yikes. That's all I have to say for the other ones, but I originally was just a red panda, and I was like, okay, I kind of like the red panda look aesthetic, but once I got into college and, transferred, one of the alternate, like, nicknames for school was, like, the Mapaches, and I really liked the concept of it, and just, being like a mix, half Mapache, or half, Mapache is raccoon in Spanish, so like half raccoon, half red panda. So this past year I kind of changed it to more of a, maybe more of the face structure was more raccoon looking, but more of the fur pattern of like my red panda Sona still. So originally I was more just red panda. Then it kind of went more into this where you kind of see the kind of the triangle looks on the side. Yeah, fun facts. But are you guys okay if I skip this part just one last time before I, continue on? We'll wait, because this thing's like a minute behind. Feel free to skip. So one's okay. One person's okay with that. Is the password there, though? It would probably not skip if the password was there. Did you ever cosplay as a character? No, I haven't. Actually, if you count Halloween costumes, I technically was like, I did a little cosplay of like, or wouldn't call it cosplay, but I dressed up as Mose from The Office, like Dwight's like whatever cousin or brother or whatever, like his Amish relative. Okay, but like swole. Okay, so everybody here is fine with me skipping. If anybody doesn't want me to skip, that's what I'd say. Like, if people were like, no, don't skip, stay. But, yeah. I feel like all of you have seen Dean's part, especially the one guy who asked about Dean's, so let's skip. Fast forward. We are talking to Benson. Benson's doing a thing. We're gonna help make breakfast. I assume that's a good thing, because then we'll know a little more about the characters. Sure, what do we need to prepare? Okay, same stuff. Okay, so what's everybody doing today? So, probably just hang around until I'm ready for my nap. Maybe I'll go soak in the tub for a bit before turning in. Or maybe I'll do the same. Tyson, you should join us. Wait, what did he say? Taking a nap? Why would you all take a nap together again? Wasn't that the problem why you couldn't sleep? I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused about that. So, you should join us. Guessing I know why. Alright. Gotta do Tyson's voice nice and high. Might take a load off today. Just sit and watch TV. Orlando, wanna join me for a bit? Sure. Watching anything in particular? Nothing comes to mind. How about you pick? Alright. I think I got just the thing. Or, I think I got just the thing. I'm trying to do Orlando's voice again. Jeez, it's hard to go back and forth. Oh, thanks, Dirty South. Are you going to be doing more face cam in the future? Maybe if I can get the papers, like, taken up and down easier without having my parents be all like, why are you covering up your photos? Yeah, but I'll try to. Worst comes to worst, I'll try and make some makeshift like cover like this, because if I can take this down properly without it like ripping, I could use it for the future and just put it back up there. So, alright. So, I'll just do... So, alright, I think I've got just the thing. Okay, what about you, Roswell? No plans. Maybe just be lazy today. Or wander around the house. Well, okay. Why not put up a large cloth with some tacks? That's a good idea. I'd have to get like a towel, like like one of those thin cloth towels. Worst comes to worst, I could put like an actual like rag on there or something. But trying to think, I have like a regular like towel that I could probably put on like 2 of them maybe. I'd probably have to put like 2 towels up, but the other towels I have are like heavier beach towels. So where did I have that one towel? I think it may be in the bathroom, maybe it's in here, not sure. But I have like a thinner cloth type of towel. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll think of something better, because I do want to do more face cam stuff, especially for tennis days, because you'll get to see me swoon over Shuichi, and June coming out soon. But yes, I'm so frustrated that I'm gonna have to wait another month or two. Like, the thing is, I hate where it's like, you know, I don't get frustrated of, oh, I have to wait the month itself. It's just, oh, I have a month of school before the next update comes out. I think of everything in terms of school. Like, oh, I have to do this much schoolwork until my next update. I just hate it. I just want to graduate soon. I want to be done. Alright, so, okay. What? Worried about me? I can take care of myself. I shot Roswell a look, wary, but said nothing more on it. I did need to talk to him about yesterday, but I had to get a start on searching for the library. Well, good. Meet back for lunch then? Dinner? There were nods all around and I got up to leave. Benson, something's been bothering me as of late. Oh god, this is the part where he asks if there's another person. Let's lie again. Yeah, a lot of people are here. This is crazy. Can you guys stop hiding under my bed, please? Just please. So. Oh, whatever can I do to ease your troubles, Master Roswell? It's just... And we're the only ones here at the moment, right? Just the 8 of us here in this room now? My eyes darted to Benson, who moved to play with his mustache once more. Uh-oh. That's correct. The only ones currently in the manor are the 8 of us in this room. No one else. Right as Haas cleared his throat, I looked at him. He caught my eye and stopped, about to say something but giving me a look instead. Was he about to call out a lie from Benson? Should I let him? My mind tried to remember if that was going to be a problem or not. I vaguely remembered something about Oz. Okay, we can skip this part. Blah blah blah. Support Benson. We're gonna just skip this part. Sorry, I got a bit caught up in it still, but that's just the highlight of it. We were lying to Roswell, saying nobody else is here, even though we know there's a 9th person in this house. Yep, just 8. Screw you, Jonathan. We are telling a lie. Alright, fast forward. So, I'll be coming too. Tyson? Yeah, I'm coming. Part of me worried about what was going to happen, but I just had to have faith that Ty would be alright. The 3 of them filed on out, leaving their spots at the table as they were. But thankfully, they hadn't made too much of a mess. But... Must have been in a hurry. Didn't clean up after themselves. Oh shit, what did I just do? I hit skip. Nothing I missed. Should I clean the dishes or leave? I think we left last time. Does cleaning the dishes really do anything? I mean, besides helping Roswell, but... Or not helping Roswell, helping Benson, but... Does it really help anybody? Making breakfast was like, oh, we're being nice for everybody else, and we're doing something for everybody else and meeting them and talking with Haas and Benson, but... Besides that, it's like... If we do this, it's not really gonna make a difference. So I think we left. Yes, cleaning the dishes does something. Screw it, I'm gonna try cleaning the dishes this time. I didn't do it last time. So... fine, I'll do the dishes, Mom. I'm sorry, I'm just like so sassy about this. Fine. Okay, dishes. I wandered over to the sink and started working down the list of things I needed. Dish soap, check. Plug, check. Sponge, double check. I don't know why there were 2, but I guess I had a backup in case one broke? Do sponges break? Started filling the sink with hot water, waiting until it was actually hot before putting the plug in. Dad said that only hot water made dishes clean. I agree, and I remembered Orlando saying something to that effect too. The only problem is, it's like, I feel like if you put it in, like, just plugged water, then it just makes it dirty again. Like, you're putting it into something that has particles and other stuff in there. It's like you want to give it a shower instead of a bath. That's just my opinion for dishwashing. For most dishes, per se. Like, there's some dishes that are, like, that have a lot of holes or something like that, that's just, like, very just thin lines where it's like, you have to, but... Yeah, for most things, I think the bath method is not the best. Cleaning spoons are the worst, yes. So, started filling the sink. I remember Orlando saying something to that effect too. Then again, the stuff Orlando used was really fancy. Or at least said that you had to clean them in particular ways to stop them from breaking or just going bad. Plug in, dish soap in, and the water began to foam. Okay, so what do I clean first? I looked to what Haas, Orlando, and I had gathered. There were plates, mugs, some glassware too. I wash glass first, right? Or was it plates? I tend to do the glass things last. I always do plates first because it's easiest. Let me think. Water is clean, which means the first thing I clean is... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You really are giving me this decision? Why? Just... why? Why? Glass, don't be an uncultured barbarian, as my aunt would say. Fine, jeez. Why do people think... why do people think glass is better than... doing glass first is better than doing plates first? I don't get it. Riz, why did you... why is this a thing? I am just slightly annoyed by this. Fine, glass first. I'm doing it because everybody else wants me to. Or at least I think everybody does. Glass, I think. That way they stay really clear. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. That actually makes sense the more I think about it. Maybe if Dave messes it up, Benson won't help him later on. Oh my god, lied. I hate you so much. Somebody says plates. 2 people said glass. Oh, 3 people said glass. 4. Glass first or you'll get streaks. Oh, didn't know that. This is why I do the shower method. The shower method of washing things is better. I know it's less water, or I know it's more water, but come on, it gives a better wash. I don't just dunk things in and just go dunk dunk, this is done. There's particles in there. I wouldn't just go into a bath and just go dunk dunk, I'm clean. Think about people who have like the bath water still, one person washes and then I had to go into it. Think about the plates, they're not gonna be as clean. The soap is not gonna kill everything then. This is why either you wash it all at once, like in a dishwasher cycle, where it's like all mixed in together, it's all washed at the same time, or you do it where it's like one thing at a time and you take the soap, the sponge, and do your thing. Plates are always first, you guys. Thanks so much to make a novel only with your character. Somebody tried that, or at least wanted to. They said, oh, I want to make a novel with, like, you and a couple of other VN readers. And I was like, it's nice if you take inspiration from our characters, like if you write characters inspired by us. Otherwise, if you literally just write us into the story and just make it, oh, Dirk is in the story, then I think it's just... then it gets too uncanny, I'd say, and then it's like, you're just putting words into my mouth and thinking how I think. Then you're just pretending to basically play puppets with real people, and I think that's when it gets to the point of, it gets too weird. But yeah, if you inspire a character, like, oh, you have a character that's like, you know, what you think I'm like I guess, I don't know if I'm charismatic or not, but if charismatic or like, you know, generous or whatever, like if you write a character like that, or who is a red panda coincidentally or something like that, that's fine. But if it's somebody else and it's not exactly me or whoever the other VN readers are, or the other VN players are, that's fine. That's just my opinion on things, but yeah, that's why I think when it's like the self-inserts, when it's like a fan fiction, it's funny in the sense of like, oh, this is what they think we would do, but when it's like a full, long story VN, that's when it gets too weird for me. Like if it's like a one-off thing, I'm like, okay, that's just, you know, kind of their imagination, but if it's a full series, I think it's a bit too much. So, write Smirk the Blue Raccoon. Don't write Dirk the Red Panda. Oh my god. Yes, Smirk the Blue Raccoon. My favorite. There's probably gonna be somebody out there named Smirk the Blue Raccoon. I swear, you're gonna probably Google that now. Now I'm tempted to Google that. Smirk the Blue Raccoon. Well, there's a blue raccoon, but there's no, well, there's like a blue raccoon, like, smirking, but there's no actual, you know, blue raccoon characters named Smirk that I see. Somebody just put a blue filter over Sly Cooper. Original character, do not steal. Oh, I like this. There's like a little raccoon with like a little blue kind of trimmings to him. That's cute. Raccoons are like the surprisingly they're like the surprisingly adorable trash animals, where it's like, They look adorable, but then they can go rabid if they are treated wrong. I googled it and found something. I found something. What about a tanuki? Yeah. Alright, we'll continue. Alright, so... glass, I think. That way they stay really clear. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. This is basically Grizz just quizzing me on how I do dishes. This is so dumb, but I also at the same time think it's interesting. I hate that. It's always my dad. Daddy issues, am I right? But yeah, it's always my dad, like, trying to make noise, clap, stomp, and all that just for my dog upstairs. It's just like, you could hear it on stream. It's kind of annoying. Alright. So, as I washed the glassware, I noticed that after I scrubbed them clean, they were crystal clear after the suds had been rinsed off. Good job, me. Then came the plates. Haas and Orlando had already started things by scraping off what scraps were left over, so all I had to do was scrub them free of grease and the like. With the plates done, the water was starting to get cloudy. Gross. With only a few mugs left, I washed them up too before setting them aside. Yeah, so many alternate Dirks. So many. Oh, hey, Benson. As I dried my hands on a tea towel and turned around, I came to face with Benson. Benson? Hello? What are you doing, Master Dave? I have to kill you for cleaning the dishes now. Nah, I kid, but... I just thought... dishes? Helpful, you know? I gestured over my shoulder with my thumb, hoping I'd done a good enough job to pass for something a professional butler could do. Well, it is appreciated that you'd step in. But that is very much why I'm around. But, helping is good, right? Sharing is caring. Or, sharing the chores is caring. Absolutely, Master Dave. Oh, just Dave is fine. As you wish. There is another thing I wish to thank you for, at least now knowing you did the dishes. What's that? For not pointing out the master's presence. Well, there's every chance that he's one of us, right? One of us! One of us! One of us! No, I'm kidding. And there being an extra person will just complicate things, right? Complications are a matter of opinion, my boy. But you are correct. There is every chance that he's one of your friends, or someone else. Wait, so... is he or isn't he an extra? I was starting to think there were 9 of us here. BensonDie.exe. Did you not come to that conclusion when you conversed last night? That there was indeed an extra beyond just your friends? Well, now that I think about it, couldn't you be Oz? Pardon? Yeah, like, you know the house well enough. And I haven't seen you and Oz at the same time, so... we haven't seen Benson and Oswin in the same room. Oswin could just be Benson in a mechanical suit. Think about that. Alright. So... acute observation. Perhaps I am Oz. Wait, really? I suppose you'll just have to wait until tonight, assuming you can find the library. Any tips for that? Oh, fuck. Any tips for that? Beyond what you said before? Benson seemed to think things over, stroking his mustache. How much about large houses like this do you know, Dave? They cost a lot of money. They do. What else? Like, a lot of money. It just keeps going, like, a lot of money. Just Benson just gets, like, so pissed off about it. He's just like, I am tired of your shit, Dave. Perhaps I should rephrase my question. Oh, and they can be spooky. Why do you say that, my boy? Because sometimes they have... The realization dawned on me as I worked through it. This wasn't some movie or some work of fiction. This was an actual house, right? Have what, my boy? I feel like you might be onto something. Benson, does this house have hidden thingies? Passages and rooms? Benson, with a knowing smile, held a digit up to his muzzle, indicating to be quiet. Ooh, he knows! Why, what a novel idea, Dave. Wait, so... I believe that, should you go searching, there is a chance you might find something of the sort, but who's to say? Now run along, Dave. Happy hunting. Bye, Benson. I nodded to Benson and scurried along. There was somewhere I figured I should start my search. Okay, back to the library. This is the part where Roswell gets all pissy about Tyson being whatever, so skip until the parts we can't skip. Let's go. This book is too hard. Can't I just have the one with pictures? Sounds like me doing math. Can't I just have the problem with pictures? I put it back on the shelf, pulling out another one, not bothering to look at the cover in favor of checking if it had pictures first. Wait, this is just children's stories. Why the fuck do you read children's stories, Osman? Why? I read a few of the titles as I flick through the pages, story that I remembered my dad reading to me as a kid. But now was not the time for such stories. They weren't going to help me find the library. Uh-oh, here's the not-so-little shit. Sorry I called Roswell a little shit, but he's acting like one right now. Doing some light reading? Whoa, Roswell! Falls back on chair. It's only me. Don't worry. Doing some wandering of your own. I half expected you to follow the others to the pool, or even hang out with Haas or in Orlando in the rec room. Well, just thought I'd do some research? Oh, on anything in particular, or... Oh, top 10 anime games foreshadows plot before the part that it happens. Number 10, password. Of course. Oh, I'm surprised Roswell didn't get much lower in our rankings. Like, I know Kato was last in our ratings from the jury, but it was weird. Like, it was just really weird. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It was just weird, man. Weird. Sorry, but yeah, it was just one of the scenarios where it just was like Roswell kind of was kind of in the middle of the pack, I'd say, like of the people who didn't make it. Like, he wasn't that low, but he wasn't that high either. And that's kind of how some of the characters turned out. Like I said, Dave missed it by 1 or 2 places. Like, he was so close to making it and got just beaten out by not Tyson, who was the 56th seed. Haida. No, McCann was 56th. Who was it? It was somebody, though. There was somebody that barely beat him out. But it was, like, close. There's always next year, though. Either that, or I'll have to make it biannual or some crap. Make it September Madness. I don't know. I've wanted to do more of them, but then again, you guys will get kind of bored of it if I do it like once a month or like once every 6 months. Doing it once a year gives people more time. I have a much better manage the system now, and maybe I can even put it up to public voting for the jury rankings, I guess, or not even jury rankings, but like ratings 1 through 10, like everybody can rate the best boys. Obviously, people would rate their own best boys like higher, but you know, that's something to think about in the future. Moving on. um, you don't have to try so hard, Dave. Okay, let's keep going. I finished the sketch of password. Oh, you finished the sketch of password, Dirk? My heart's gonna hurt. My heart's gonna hurt if I see this. I don't know if you streamed it or did anything, but if that was the thing you were gonna stream while I was doing this, I would be very sad. Like, I'd feel very bad for totally throwing you off. I apologize. But, yeah. What's happening to my... Okay, I thought my pants were coming undone. But yes, I'm really excited to see Password Dirk. May have to see that sometime. So, you don't have to try so hard, Dave. Skip. Blah, blah, blah. We get into an argument. My immediate retort fell short, the words catching in my mouth. Denying the possibility should have been all too easy, but I couldn't. You couldn't have expected me to have fallen for him. Yeah, Russell, things changed, but... Yep, he thinks we have fallen for him, which we kind of did. Where can one find Password Dirk? I'm actually really humbled by it, I would say. Like, I really don't know why you would choose me to be in your novel. That, like, we talked about this before. Like, I knew you were going to do this somehow. And I did say back then, even, like, why would you do this? I'm just some guy who streams it. Like, I was kind of like, I appreciated it and was, like, okay with it. But at the same time, I felt bad. I'm like, I didn't give you any patron money or anything, but... Oh, man. It's just... I'm like, what did I do to deserve it? I think I said something like, why me? In an Irish accent by Linda Martin. In her famous song, Why Me? That won Eurovision of 1992. Stupid fact, but moving on. My immediate retort fell short, blah, blah, blah. It should have been all too easy, but I couldn't. Yeah, gotcha, Grizz, on Discord. I bet you probably sent it to me. Oh, I don't have Discord open. I thought I had it open and would have immediately saw it. Oh, my notifications went off for it, so I'm not going to check right now. Maybe afterwards. I might not... I probably won't show it on stream just to keep it a secret for now, but maybe if Grizz is like, please show it or something, or if everybody is like going nuts and Grizz is okay with it. I don't want to show it and Grizz be like, why would you show something I just personally sent to you? I want to respect his wishes. And I don't want to put you on the spot either for doing this, so don't feel obliged to do it. And I probably would just not show it right now anyway, personally, but maybe in the future, when the update comes. I'll be in the flashback, maybe. Flashback to the bus. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a neighbor waving for like 2 seconds and I disappear. Oh well. Go on, then. He's important to me. Roswell shook his head, sitting his book down and standing from his spot on the floor, rubbing his temples. Oh, I mean, it's just a concept sketch. Honestly, that's up to you if it's close enough. Oh, that's sweet of you. I'm assuming, yeah, it's just like, not black and white, but, you know, it's not colored yet, so if it's a concept sketch, that'll be cool to see. Aren't you sad that a Dasher is ending? I have some tea about it. Not against the writers themselves. No, I'm not like, oh god, the Howley and Echo Project. No, I'm not like that. I just have some qualms about the writing, like the story itself, personally. But that's for another time. Still a fun ride. Still, you know, I think it was still an enjoyable ride, but I'll have to do like a Dastra review video on it. Like, oh my goodness. I could probably go on for a while about this. And no, I am not going to debate people on it. Tired of that. Alright, but I am kind of sad that it is ending. I kind of wish they either went a bit longer or ended it a bit earlier. I just feel like it was a weird part to end. Just personally. Like, you don't have much to go off of now, but it just feels very anticlimactic right now. That's just my opinion, but moving on before Hallie starts throwing pitchforks at me, or not Hallie, but Hallie's stands. Sorry, Hallie wouldn't do that. We can't even find Hallie. Sorry, Hallie, just had to say that joke. It's fine. You shouldn't have to show your face if you don't want to. All right. Roswell shook his head, sitting his book down and standing from his spot on the floor, rubbing his temples. You have Stockholm Syndrome pretty bad, Dave. What? Trying to do that blinking meme or whatever. That's just Dave right now. Oh, God, that'd be a funny gif. Just Dave blinks. Oh, God, that's gotta be something I do in the future. What? Have you forgotten everything bad that he did? What do you mean? You can't honestly tell me that you've forgotten everything he did to us. He shaved your fur. He stapled my ears to the school notice board. He dragged you around by the tail. Need I mention the countless time he beat you for your lunch money? But that's all in the past. What, and I'm meant to just forgive him? Oh, sorry, Tyson. Guess I should just forgive you for everything now. Dave said it was okay. That's not what I meant. Then what? Pray tell, are you meaning? Never heard that phrase before? Is that an Australian thing to say? Pray tell? Sounds like... Is it like one of them Australian phrases like Vegemite? No, I kid. Or shrimp on the Barbie. It's actually prawns on the Barbie, but you ain't gonna get into that. Just open up an Australian cookbook. This calls for 10 prawns or some crap like that. It's just like, what the hell are prawns? I am probably embarrassing the crap out of you, Grizz and Bane. I am sorry. Alright, so it's not really my place to say, is it? Do you genuinely have a reason for him, or are you just making excuses? I sighed out, mimicking Roswell and rubbing my own temples. Just, when you moved away, a lot happened. Hold on. Sure, Orlando was around, but Tyson was also around. Things changed. But also I learned about other things. Why he did the things he did. Or some of them, at least. This is going to be good. What sob story do you have to tell me, Dave? Not so much of a sob story, but I was over at his place once and there was a fight between him and his dad. Kept me behind him the whole time so that his dad didn't get to me too. What, and you just stayed there? Why didn't you run? Because I wasn't going to abandon him, Roswell. He was hurting because of me or someone else. It didn't matter. You don't just abandon people in trouble. Truth to that. Top 10 anime characters development. Number 5. Tyson's got good? Oh, those are some good catchphrases. Oh, Zachary. You can't be serious. I am. Why would my dad have thought if I left him in the lurch... Or what would my dad have thought if I left him in the lurch like that? He was in trouble, and I was the only one that could help. Sorry if I shook the table. I hit the table and the camera's shaking. Did I shake the camera? Yeah, I shook the camera. Shaking the camera even more! Sorry. I'm immature. Moving on. So what happened after? He then tells you his life story? No, this all happened after I knew bits and pieces. This is more proof, maybe. Not that some of the things he said were stuff you'd normally lie about anyway. Like, the lunch money thing. What about the lunch money thing? Well, probably doesn't show now, but he doesn't get to eat every meal, Roswell. I find that hard to believe. Okay, so maybe I'm inviting him over pretty often to eat. So now he's just leeching off of you at home. Roswell, you're so frustrating. You can't realize that, oh, he doesn't get meals every day, and when he comes over to your house, he's trying to live. Imagine somebody starving, and just because you hate them and that one of your friends invited them over, that doesn't mean you could just sit there and go, oh, he's a leech now. Like, this is somebody reaching out to somebody in need, Roswell. This is the densest thing you've done. Oh my god, I'm shaking. I should keep my hands off the table. Sorry. Yeah, just pretend your room got hit by photon torpedoes from a Romulan cruiser. Oh god, is this Doctor Who? Oh man, lied with all the... not the obscure, but lied with all the sci-fi fantasy puns. Always the fun ones. Sorry. But yeah, Roswell is being a bit unreasonable. It's not like that. If you didn't get to eat every meal, sometimes for a week. Oh, I'm not even hitting the table. If I shake the floor, sometimes the computer shakes. Like that. That is so weird. Guess I shouldn't shake my legs. Kind of a bad habit I have. Sorry. Star Trek. Whoops! I am very out of the loop. I am not a sci-fi person, so not the best person to ask. So, if you didn't get to eat every meal, sometimes for a week, what would you do? Roswell, he stole from us so he didn't go hungry. Whether he wanted to or not, he didn't have a choice. When his dad was blackout drunk, he showed me. The cupboards were bare. What little was in the fridge had gone off. It was real bad. That's not an excuse. Boy! I mean, not an excuse, like, sure, like, yeah, beating up somebody, but yeah, maybe he should have explained better, but when you're a kid and it's like the most desperate of times and you're constantly struggling, it's like, you really are, it's like, imagine not having eaten breakfast, not having eaten all day, and the only way you could have eaten that day is to bully somebody for lunch money. That's the thing. Like, that's the frustrating part. It's like, yeah, the bullying is not good. Like, that's not excusable itself. But the thing for lunch money, like, yeah, it's like, you should be sorry for bullying. He is sorry. But, yeah, at the same time, you should understand his plight. You should realize, hey, he was starving. This is just a flaw on Roswell's end. Live and prosper. Long live and prosper. This is all I know. Oh, God. People are going to kill me for doing that. So, look me in the eye and say that, Roswell. I dare you. You've been so harsh on him that you haven't given him a chance. You didn't even want to give him a chance. Yesterday was just not fair. So much that you should probably apologize. You can't be serious. There's no way I'm apologizing to him. What, and you're going to keep up picking fights with him? Sorry, I'm like peeking so much. Move the mic. You're the smartest one out of everyone here, Roswell. So I expected you at least to know better. What? You heard me. Tyson can be a jerk, but yesterday you were more of a jerk than he's been lately. I let the comment hang in the air for a bit. Roswell went to speak a few times, the words just not coming. Instead, he resigned to pulling at the fur out of his chin instead. It felt uncomfortable confronting Roswell like that. There was history, I knew that, but with him being gone so long, it just didn't seem right that he'd be holding on to things that happened so many years back. So, was there a reason? Anything? Did he do something recently, or... No, not that. There's a reason. Is it a good reason? Probably not, in all honesty. I've just been overly conscious of something of late. Okay, I'm just gonna skip past this part because he's scared that he could die any minute now. Any of us could die any minute now, and this, like, life is short. He's very, like, paranoid right now. That's the highlight notes for you guys. Cliff notes. Skipping on to whatever moves on. I gulped. So, because it's, like it or not, Roswell, I gulped. Okay, this is the part where he says, he's changed. For a long time, I'd seen Ty in a certain light. A brother, maybe. Something more was equally likely. The more time he and I spent around one another, though. Was there something more than that? Had I just yet to put it into words, or was I seeing something that wasn't actually there, and just something I wanted to be there instead? He's family. It didn't feel right. It wasn't accurate, but it felt like I was putting things lightly too. Thankfully, Roswell's mood seemed to make him not question my tone. You can't be serious. Family? Family. He's as important as any of the rest of you. Maybe in the same way, maybe for different reasons. I don't know. Think of him like an older brother? Regardless of what he is, though, he's still important. So I'm to play second fiddle to him just because I was gone for a while. No one's playing second to anyone, and I'm not picking favorites. I'm not choosing sides, Roswell. And if it came to it, then I'd be disappointed that you'd think I'd be willing to abandon any one of you just because of a personal gripe you can't let go of. That is interesting, because otherwise he's like, I'm going to side with Tyson. And trust me when I say that if you make me choose, well... Oh, now he says it. You might not like what the answer would be. But... Look, just... No more pot shots at Tyson. He's been good so far, right? What about the other day? What about the other day? I'm not an idiot, Roswell. You were pressing his buttons deliberately. You can't prove that. You're right, I can't. But I know Ty, and I know you. And I know that you know he wouldn't kick up a fuss about the wolf and dog thing unless provoked about it. Why would you rile him up like that anyway? Was it to try and get him to hurt you on purpose? Are you jealous? Are you trying to get rid of him? What? Okay, fine. I'm jealous. We were friends first. He is a terrible person. And I hate that I didn't clear who you wanted to bring first. Oof, Roswell is so pissed about this. The jealousy kicks in. No, you need to accept that he's changed, or at the very least, give him a chance. I can't make you apologize, but I think you owe it to him. Or if not an apology, promise me you won't go making it hard on him on purpose. If he acts up, then by all means, don't go picking up fights with him. Fine. Roswell started to grumble, kicking the ground. Alright, time to move on. Okay, fight. Who are we going to check on? We are going to check on Tyson, Dean, and Sal, of course. Hang out with them. Sal, Tyson, and Dean were all hanging by the pool, so I figured I'd check out what they're up to. Blah, blah, blah. Not just that, but I was a little worried that Sal might have gone at Tyson. Oh boy, this is going to be a bit different, so we might have to read some parts of the pool scene, because before it was kind of just Sal having some worries, I think? That may have been day 10. That was day 10, I think. The whole pool, oh god, he might die type of thing. So, Gonna get some water. Don't worry, I have a little thermos there as backup. Sorry. Alright, back to the reading. I unlatched the gate and wandered on in, looking around. Time to skip unless there's any unique parts. Okay, with how happy he looked, it seemed as though Sal hadn't chewed him out the other day. That, or he'd spoken about about something else entirely if they had a conversation at all. Oh, they're happy. That's so nice. Hey, guys. Whoa. Ty sat up suddenly, looking around before his eyes settled on me. Oh, it's just you. Jeez. Did I wake you? He's been asleep for a little bit. To be honest, I was expecting Dean to be the one asleep, given how he's looking now. Later. Dangerous to fall asleep in the pool, or even the hot tub for that matter. Okay, since Grizz is here, I love the look of those board shorts. Grizz, if you if you model the shorts based on a certain design of actual real board shorts, I would have to get that. Like, I know there's also a new like type of board shorts called like, I think it's called chubbies, or it's like basically it's like more of a not like form fitting, but it's more of a comfort fit. I think they're called chubbies. Yeah, they're chubbies. Basically that type of brand where it's just like, they're kind of like a short. They're kind of like a swimsuit short, but they're not like the board short cloth type of material, because that's like less flexible, I'd say. I know some beach volleyball pros wear that, but a lot more are moving towards chubbies. And there's a brand out there that's doing that. I'm not sure if it's the Chubbies brand themselves, but I love that brand of shorts, and they're comfortable as hell. That is always my go-to in terms of shorts. But yeah, if there's a pair of like board shorts or Chubbies based off of that, Grizz, you gotta hit me up with that link or reference. I would love to have a pair of board shorts, or shorts for that matter, like this. They look so cool, and Dean looks even cooler with them. Ayy. Yeah, and then there's Tyson, kind of just wearing his typical kind of pants, shorts, or whatever. Probably because, he's not going to afford any other clothes. It seems like he's from a poor background, so not really going to wear much else. And then you got Sal with his Speedo. I gotta tell you guys a story about that. One of my first beach volleyball tournaments, because in high school we had a beach volleyball team, my sophomore year onward. In my first year, like our second tournament we went to, one of my close friends, he and his partner had to face a guy wearing a Speedo. This guy didn't wear shorts or board shorts or anything like that. He wore a straight up Speedo while he played. Imagine playing a guy just wearing a Speedo. He wasn't even wearing a shirt. Just the Speedo. It was very interesting. They beat them pretty badly though, but it was so weird to look at. I'll try and find the link for the board shorts. Bane or Grizz, whoever it is, you're the homie, because I love that look. Even if that was your own creation, I love that look, but you might even have to try and figure out how you did that in like Photoshop, because there's gotta be like a certain brush pattern, or not brush pattern, but there's certain patterns you can make in Photoshop. You probably can do that with this, because it has to be that type of swish pattern, I guess. Alright, continuing onward, billion notifications. Later, dangerous to fall asleep in the pool, or even the hot tub for that matter. Weather ain't bad. Could just soak up some sun and get a nap in. I'd much rather my own bed. Suit yourself. Sunbaking is the best on the beach. Or on a nice rock. Really? But all that sand, though. Honestly, if you take a nap on the beach, it slaps differently. It just slaps differently. It's like when you drink water really late at night with the lights off and you're just getting it at like midnight or like 2 in the morning or whatever and just getting it from like your water dispenser and you take a sip. It just slaps differently. That's how sleeping on the beach or napping on the beach is. It just is different. Probably also too because you're getting dehydrated and getting sunbaked, so you're getting more of a sunstroke possibly from that. That's just science talking. Light does some good work on his videos, and I bet all of you can do the same. Oh, I agree too. Go support him. We're plugging Light in here too. He also does, I think, yeah, he definitely does Password. He does Password, Adastra, couple of, I think he does Tennessee's. I think that's also, he does a couple of other novels, pretty much a decent amount that I do, but he also does Minotaur Hotel, and I have to recommend you listen to his. It's so soothing to listen to in the background while you're doing something. I was listening to it in the background while I was doing art and like something else. I was doing homework. I was doing homework and then art later, but I was doing some math homework and it was so relaxing to do. I think I got a better grade on that math assignment because I listened to Lyde do his thing. I was stuck on the last problem for a while, and I still finished it before the video ended. Thanks, Lyde, for helping me finish my math homework. Alright. Yes, Tennessee, which I need to get caught up with. Yeah, because I'm the one that's pretty caught up, because that was my first series ever. And pretty much I'm not letting go of that series. Like, that is my staple of the channel. But moving on. Really, but all that sand, though. Yeah, the beach is fine, but the sand is a killer. Oh shit, I just skipped everything. I guess there was nothing else I needed to catch up with. Yeah, they're talking about the sand, the beach, and all that. It's still up in the air if he actually wants to do anything, blah blah blah. Okay, so what does any kid, or why does any kid do the shit they do? Okay, this is when we go from, okay, we realize Tyson's kind of admitting, yeah, I was a dumbass as a kid, blah blah blah. So don't get me wrong, I don't like that I did what I did to him in those days. I caught Tyson shooting me a quick look, the faintest hint of a smile on his face before he looked away. You really regret it? Hands down, got Dave to think for a lot of goods that's happened to me lately. Wouldn't be here without him, yeah? Well, him and his dad. This is a lot to take in. What do we even say to that? Look, all I'm saying is that I get where Roswell's coming from. I'd be a hypocrite if I couldn't take what I dish out, yeah? If he wants a free shot in, then I'll let him. That's going overboard. I got limits, but if it will help him get his shit together, why not? That's very big of you, Tyson. I got my reasons for wanting to be better. Don't think I'd be able to look him in the eye if I stayed a little shit forever, yeah? Look who in the eye? Tyson kept his eyes elsewhere, not wanting to look at me. Not to be a downer, as if I wouldn't mind continuing this conversation some other time, but it's about time for lunch, isn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna fast forward till we hit something again. Sorry for fast forwarding so much, but I'm trying to get to the Tyson specific stuff. Try and get through day 9 and 10. I might have to be a bit more quiet towards the end of it, but this is a Tyson specific route. Blah blah blah. We watched Dean as he hauled himself out of the hot tub and wandered over to the showers. Oh, okay, so we don't get Dean his towel, of course. So, what? Dave, how's your nose? Oh, right. So good enough that you forgot, it seems. We having that talk now? Just answer me this. Those things you said, did you mean them? My breath caught in my chest as my gaze shifted slowly from Sal to Tyson. Couldn't have said it nicer, but yeah. Or could have said it nicer, but yeah, I meant it. I preemptively flinched, waiting for Sal to throw a punch in, but it never came. Instead, Sal looked thoughtful, as if processing something. I won't rehash what you already know. We all have our fallings. But I wanted to reinforce that people can be good deep down. What? That's it? Yes. Was there more? Well, depends on what you heard after that. If you were talking about pushing Dave to have sex with you, well, I went still. Having been thankful that for the last little bit I'd been quiet, I tried to make myself smaller without moving, somehow waiting for something to happen. He didn't consent, so nothing happened. Almost did, shouldn't have, but that's how it went. Dave? I squeaked when Sal addressed me, eyeing me carefully. That's basically how it went down. I didn't even say no, but Ty knew, I guess. Alright. I feel like I'm letting you off easily, but it doesn't involve me. If it happens again, though, you have permission to lay into me, whatever way you want. And of Dave, I don't think I could. Which is enough incentive for me to not want to hurt you on purpose, pup. Not again. Sal looked over to Dean, who had just gotten out of the shower, making a move to leave the pool area. Alright, time for lunch. That's all I wanted to say for now. Sal is such a good guy. I'm kind of sad Sal didn't make the bracket. I don't think we ranked Sal that high. I don't think Sal really got the credit he deserved, but I mean, Dave was also higher than him, and I think Sal may have been kind of up there. The password characters were kind of in that like 5s, 4s. I think they were all around like 5 high 4s as their averages for best boy ratings. We really tried hard to balance it out. But yeah, it was just tough because they just did not really I think the characters just did not have as much recognition from some of the other people that were there. Like I don't know if Decker Link had played it, but I mean there was like Lyde, me, trying to think who else. Did Statler play? I don't know. There was only like 2 or 3 of us on the jury out of the 8 that had played it. But that's the thing. We tried to get as many people that played as many different stories as possible, I guess, or have, so we had more of a variety of what each person thought of each story. Like I said, I'm trying to think of maybe how I'll do the rating procedure next year, because I may do it in terms of like popular ratings as a popular vote, I guess, per se, instead of just 8 people doing it. But I keep talking about next year, and it's just like I have a billion ideas for like future stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what happens when you run through it once and realize you have a lot of shit to change. But yes, back to this. I sighed out when Sal wandered away to retrieve his towel. I was expecting something worse. A lot worse. And part of me worried that this was just the quiet before the storm. Ty? Yeah. You promise you won't hurt me again like that? Ty stood up, pulling his feet from the hot tub and wandering closer. I am not a snack. You people. Dirty people. Not on purpose, at least. Promise. Now come on, let's get some grub. Oh boy, time to skip through things again. Let's move on. Oh, what? Never mind. I have something all in all, but there's something still I need to potentially ask. Screw it, I'm just gonna ask Tyson. Because it's none of the above. Plot twist. Instinctively, I reached out for Tyson, taking a hold of his hand. He froze, looking back at me before glancing at the others and pulling his hand away. The fact I wasn't smiling was enough to make Tyson understand. Yeah, you're a three-course meal. Oh, God, you people. Oh, I'm blushing. Oh, God. He froze, looking back at me before glancing at the others and pulling his hand away. The fact I wasn't smiling was enough to make Tyson understand. What's wrong? Salandine wondered inside. Either they didn't notice or figured to pay us no mind while we talked. Nothing, really. So you're just being a dork. Why'd you go grab my hand like that? I just have a question, but it's probably stupid. Don't worry about it. Don't make me ask what the question was. Okay, fine. So, like, this house, yeah? For some reason, I had a moment where I glanced and I didn't see Tyson's left iris for some reason, and I always thought it looked like Dean had cross eyes, like cross eyes going like outward. It was just like, duh. It's like Tyson being like, "Oh, I'm stupid." Nah, Tyson ain't stupid. He's just a meanie, but a good meanie. He's a bad boy, a good bad boy, a bad good bad boy. All right, this house, yeah. What about it? You haven't been here before, right? See, stupid, right? You thought I cased the place? No, not that. Oh, it's about who's been here before. Yeah. Because you talked to Haas, and Haas would be like, "Oh yeah, I've been here before for the movie." And yeah. Why is everybody putting more marshmallows on my bed? You guys are crazy. They better be peeps. They better be. So, no, not that. Yeah. Half good, half bad, half boy. Oh, what is it? It's like that song where it's just like expectations or whatever. Who's that? Who's that guy? It's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, that guy actually was a good thing that came out of mine. Oh, Bo Burnham. That's who it was. Bo Burnham. Love that guy. I wish I could see more from him. Or some. Yeah, he has some hits and misses, but yeah, it's one of the better people from mine. So, I know you well enough that you're bothered by something, so spill it. Top 10 anime games where your choices really mattered. Number 2, Password by Grizz. In this game, you assume the room with Dave, a stripped hyena that has gone on vacation with his friends. Sorry, I just had to read that. Back to the reading. Well, Benson said one of us had been here before. Said that I should ask him for help finding something. Well, shit. News to me. Looking for anything good, pup? Not really. Just nerd stuff. If you find anything worth some money, let me know. Ty, we're not stealing anything, just... I want to prove myself. Prove yourself why, though? That I can take care of myself and also help and stuff. You know, be more like your dad? I guess. Maybe a little like you? Why the fuck would you want to be like me? Tyson's just like, holy shit, people want to be like me? This is how I react when people say they want to be like me. I'm like, fuck no, you don't. You do not want to be like me. I am a bad role model. Dirk, I think your audio cut out for a bit. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It works now. Good. I got cut out for a bit. So where did I leave off? Alright, so... So I was saying, like, why the fuck would you want to be like me? And then I ended up saying, well, why would anyone want to be like me? And I said, this is how I would react. So that was what I said when I got cut off. So, okay, moving on. I don't know. You just seem to be good at this sort of stuff. Then just aim to be like your dad and you'll be alright. Trust me. Okay. Okay. Now come on. Go inside so we can eat. And so I can finally fast forward to get through day 8. Sorry, we just need to get through this. By the time we'd all filed into the dining room for lunch, we all looked at one another, wondering where the lunch was coming from. Had we not decided this beforehand? Okay, fast forward, blah blah blah. Tyson, or not Tyson, Haas had his awesome shirt, which I liked. We're gonna keep skipping. I chuckled again, shifting uncomfortably, maybe a half lie, blah blah blah. That was the same as normal, blah blah blah. Keep fast forwarding, stop ourselves from admitting there's another person in the house. Blah blah blah, we keep going. Alright, Haas. Haas finds us the library. Yay, we found the library. Now Haas leaves. Bye, Haas, and then we go to take a nap. I was tired, but not tired enough to go take a nap, so maybe I just needed some sun. Oh, a new scene. I guess we have a new scene. Interesting. This is when Dirk went on turbo mode for his french fries. Why is it always password that makes me want to get french fries? I already had a potato for dinner, so I don't need any french fries now. Plus, my mom would kill me if I went out to go get fries or anything during the coronavirus. Like, if I bring anything takeout, we have to do a system of taking it from the box itself to a clean plate, dumping the item onto a clean plate on the non-contaminated side of the table. So you put the bag or whatever on the contaminated side of the table. Non-contaminated side's the plate and what you're gonna eat from. You dump there, you dump that, then you throw the empty box stuff out in the trash, making sure you wipe off the remaining stuff. You can even try wiping off the sides. She's also about that, and it's very she's very on to us about that and making sure we don't go out and catch the coronavirus. Even though I feel like I kind of had something like that back in February where I was sore throat and like similar symptoms. Sore throat, runny nose, that type of stuff. I felt like I got it earlier, and my aunt had it around the same time as me. I didn't get it from her because I was already sick, but I feel like I got it from somebody else who sneezed in class one day, and I was like, I knew the moment I got sick. It was a Wednesday, right after I left lecture. Someone sneezed next to me, and I was like, okay, try not to get caught, and then I got caught by it. So, I think that's why I got corona. No, I'm not going to claim that I got corona, but if I got anything like that helped me build up immunity to it, that might have been it. Doesn't mean I'm going to go run out and be careless, though. I'm still going to be cautious and safe. Just saying that I feel like I probably wouldn't get it if I already had it. But whatever. We're going to move on. Alright. I exploit password, yes. Exactly, Zachary. So wandering outside, I just figured I'd splash around in the water for a little bit. Not a full swim, but just enough to keep me going until dinner. Uh-oh. They're back at the pool again. I entered the pool and looked around, seeing Sal and Tyson looking to one another about something. Don't worry, that was like over a month ago. That was like late February. I'm good now. I'm not sick. Okay, fine. I get it. Are you sure you do? I can run through it again if you need it. I said I get it. You can lay it off. You can lay off of it already. Okay, I heard you. Still. Should I leave you two alone, or... Shit, pup, how long have you been there? Not long, but, you were talking about something. Nothing important. Yeah, just having a chat. I'm about to leave, though. You going for a swim? Oh, I was just wandering around. Maybe slash my feet around or something? I looked between Sal and Ty, wondering if what was going on. It was almost as if Sal was waiting for something to happen, and Tyson wasn't doing it. Or maybe something else? You can stay if you want. I wouldn't mind talking if Tyson doesn't need you. Well... Come walk with me instead. Oh, I guess I can do that. Well, come on then. Tyson led the way, heading away from the back door to the mansion in favor of heading off to the side of the house, towards the tree line of the forest and stopping short of a tree, turning to face me. Ty? What? What were you talking to Sal about? Was it... Yeah, it was. Bastard tore me into something fierce. But was it the truth, though? Of course it frickin' was. It sucked. I'm sorry, Ty. You know the worst of it, though, pup. No, but he offered to hang out more. Oh, Tyson, not wanting friends. I let the comment hang in the air, confused at what Tyson had just said. But that's good, right? Yeah, I guess. Just... fuck. Ty began to pace and I just watched, at a loss of what to say or do. I almost jumped when he slammed his fist against the tree nearby, recoiling and shaking his fist soon after. And then that stuff he said about you. Just... What did he say about me? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Tyson is a tsundere, confirmed. I closed the distance between us and threw myself at him, wrapping my arms around his chest. Come on, Ty. Tell me. Fine. He didn't hug me back, but he didn't push me away either. Asked if what happened with him in Orlando helped you and me any. Wondered if either of us had confessed soon after. Oh, with him in Orlando. Sorry, I was like, who in Orlando? I'm like, I thought it was Dave in Orlando. Nope, no, it was Sal in Orlando. So, yeah, Orlando confessed, and that helped. Okay. Confessed, like... Love, Dave. Come on, keep up. Sorry, it doesn't seem so bad. It pissed me off a little. Maybe Roswell yesterday made him ask about it. I don't know. Just wish they'd leave you out of it. Ty? What? I've got your back. Fuck off. Oh, he's blushing. Oh, you're fun. You're funny, man. You're funny. I really do. Yeah, I know, pup. And I fucking have yours. It was then that he hugged me back, giving me a slight squeeze. I stole a look around us, frowning. It was always when we were alone. Always when others couldn't see. What's wrong? Just moments like this. We do this often, right? Often enough, I guess. No one else is ever around. And? Well, If the others knew and could see, then maybe... Yeah, I don't know about that, pup. Like the idea of having you to myself. At least until you find yourself a decent guy. Oh, Tyson's so unconfident in his love life. I'm so sad. I blushed, chuckling softly to myself. But you think it'd help? I do, and for what it's worth, you're a decent guy. Yeah, well, imagine how Dean's gonna react seeing you all get all comfy with me instead of him. I laughed openly, and the pair of us separated, Tyson seemingly in a happier mood after a good hug. So what now? You doing anything? I kind of regret not using this image of Tyson. I may have to kind of take this photo of Tyson and use that for the next round. But, at this point it's like, what can you do? I just realized Tyson's forearms be thick. His forearms be thick. Yes. Thick forearms. Why did I say that out loud? So, what now? You doing anything? Not really. I was just going to wait around till dinner. What about you? Was going to do some weights after the conversation. But what? Want to just go chill and listen to music instead? Don't feel tired and, not much else to do with just the two of us. If you want to go work out, I can come keep you company. Doesn't bother me any. Alright, I'll go blow off some steam and then we can go chill. Yay, we get to work out with Tyson. After Ty lay into the punching bag for a bit, we went back into his room so he could have a shower. I ended up falling asleep on his bed, with him waking me up when it was time for dinner. Okay, now I can skip the dinner part. And probably up to the part where we meet Oswin. So, skip! I lied. We only skipped one line. Roswell wandered over and put a plate of pasta in front of me, much like he was with the others. I thought I was hungry, but as I got closer to the meeting with Oz, I found that I had less and less of an appetite. I ate half and spent the rest of dinner playing with what was left of my fork. Fast forward, blah blah blah. You're not bottling something up again, are you? So, I feel like it's more than just tiredness. You're not bottling something up again, are you? No, I guess yesterday is still weighing in my mind. I'll be alright. Fast forward, and here we meet Oswin. He looks like one of my coaches that I had in high school, like one of my volleyball club coaches. He seems like the guy who would be socially awkward. Like, Oswin seems so socially awkward, and he has, I guess the coach I had kind of had a beard a little bit. I don't know, it just reminds me of my old coach. Prospect, blah, blah, blah. So, we're getting off track. So, let's fast forward to the questions bit. Blah, blah, blah. Tyson, he, was pretty beat up. Just what? Explain, please. Cut up all over. Oh, this is when we're describing Dean's death, and we're describing Tyson's death. Okay. That part we just have to repeat. Repeats. Am I right? As I tried to mime what sort of marks I remembered, I felt my voice crack, finding it hard to remember. Where? Outside. On the grass. You seem distraught. Of course I'm distraught. I don't think about any of my friends potentially dead. Then take a deep breath, calm down, and tell me what word you used. I also with no tact. He's just like, calm down, tell me the password. I saw my friend dead. Calm down, tell me the password. I'm gonna fucking slap you, Osman, for saying that. I think at the end of day 8, or once we get to the questions bit, I'm gonna pull up my character that that Grizz drew for me. I can't believe I couldn't remember your name. I'm gonna draw the sketch that Grizz made of me. If he's still here, If he's not, oh well, I can always comment. But yes, take a deep breath, calm down, and tell me what word you used. Solidarity. And then for Benson, Osman tensed up, rolling his shoulders briefly as I trailed off. Go on. Shot, but it didn't seem right. I used the word betrayal for that one. Betrayal! Oh, I'm still here. I'm just chilling. Hey, yo. Okay. But if this is meant to be a thing for my survival instinct, why haven't I seen it myself? Okay, I gotta keep skipping, blah, blah, blah. Time to ask questions. Let me pull up the questions that I should ask. Wrong window. Do I have another one? Currently playing. Okay. Password. Do I have any password-themed questions? I don't know if I kept any questions for password. Shit. Why, shit. I do not have any questions. Maybe I put it in a Google Doc. That may have been it. Let me see. No. Ocean Avenue. Blah. Well, there's the interrogation list. I'm definitely going to pull that up. There's no personal questions that I took from you guys. Name ideas. Oh, that's for Badger's novel. The guy that's in my Discord that has a creator title. Like, he's also creating a novel. I don't know the exact title of it yet, but as of when I last checked, I think it was going to be Vargervald or something like that. It's going to be a good novel, trust me. You are suggesting. No, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just here to sit here and look at the questions. Format, alignment, add header, format, indent first line, indent left. Okay. I'm going to ask, when did you buy the mansion? So I'm kind of nervous. So I'm going to ask, when did you buy the mansion? Dave. Yes? Oh god, is he going to say that's a stupid question? There was a sigh accompanying his immediate reply, his expression shifting towards one of boredom. Please try and keep things that are relevant, or at the very least, think about what might be relevant here. Oh god, I fucking hate you. Oh, right. Gotcha. I mean, I could do the Hansel and Gretel one, but we already did that a while ago. What about the secret passages? There are many things hidden in the manor, Dave, but rather than list off everything that exists, perhaps it's best to tell me what specifically you want to know. That does not help. Oh, rooms, paths? Keep in mind that I'm not exactly going to tell you where all of them are, given some of them lead. Where some of them lead. I want to ask what's beyond the mansion, or what's in the forest, but that might be another dumb question. What would happen if I left? I want to ask that. That's kind of the similar thing I was going to ask. Or wait, where is it? How do I exactly ask it? Yeah, what would have happened if I left? Oh god, it's another dumb question. Why am I asking the dumbest questions? Did you hear me? I heard you. I have nothing to say about that. I am the most disappointing questions asker ever. It's like whenever I do an interview and they're like, do you have any questions for us? I suck at it. I will suck at it. I will ask some questions, but they're not the best questions. Probably the reason why I didn't get my last job. Alright, so, okay. More questions, damn it. There was a cabin or something in the woods. Perhaps you could ask about that. Power of Control F. Cabin. Nope, no cabin on the Google search. Or the Google find. Did you win that case? Oh yeah, that would be a interesting one. Why do you have a ring on your tusk? Those are some dumb questions. Oh, joke questions. So many. Hope or despair. UN Owen was her? Owen was here? Oh god. Can you get down? Are you good at poetry? What does YES spell? How do you feel about Grizz? Can I leave now? Are you lonely? Ooh, are you lonely? What does JO2A mean? Questions that will not be answered. Are you the killer? Added experiment to existing check. Who survived the experiment? I want to ask that. Who survived the experiment? This is probably going to get dissed. Osman's gaze went sad suddenly, eyes dipping to the desk as he spoke. The survivor. Oh boy. He sighed out again, bringing his gaze up to meet mine. I know very little, but what I do know is that the only reason the one survivor pulled through was that they were a natural host. Oh god. A natural host? One whose body has a certain affinity with a disease or other such thing. Not to be confused with symbolic relationship, but it's essentially the same thing. That which killed everyone else had, as far as I was aware, no effect. I lost my access to the subject before I could run any additional tests. Truth be told, I don't even know which of the 100 it was. Oh, so this isn't gonna be the survivor. It's not gonna be the survivor of some giant monster or whatever, like wreaking havoc. He could be lying, but that's interesting. Very interesting to know. I would be interested in getting a sample of their blood for my research, but alas. Why their blood? That's sort of creepy. Dave, you do not know science. Blood samples will help us find the antitoxin and whatever science mumbo jumbo crap. I know this and I don't even know anything. Well, running a few tests on their blood, I could probably reverse engineer what makes them immune to the effects of the drug and take a step forward in figuring out what went wrong. That said, that one survivor just probably walked out and was like, hey guys, how'd it go for you? Oh. Fuck. Let me walk away. I lean forward, expecting a continuation. I don't need that blood. While not the same result I would have gotten, I have moved beyond the point of needing it. But to get a vial would merely be for my own curiosity. No, wait, hold on. Could you, with the blood, make a better version of that cure you wanted to make? Potentially. Why? Oh, no reason. I don't know. The idea seems nice. This guy you do not trust him with. He is like the same level of like crazy science as like the Jilly Juice person. A little bit. In the sense that he tried something, almost everybody had a terrible effect to it and is either dying from it or just fucking losing their insides. I'm referring to the Jilly Juice thing where it's like the cabbage water salt crap. The one that gives you waterfalls. But yeah, it's like they think it's a cure-all. The Jilly Juice was supposed to be a cure for cancer, AIDS, HIV, all that crap. Being gay, autism. Both things I have, and it's just like, that ain't gonna cure it, honey. That's something you can't cure. But oh god, it was like pretty bad. Yeah, cool to see you using Facecam. Thanks, Otaku. Oh, Dirk, if they're written in those lists, I haven't put them in yet. Oh, okay. Oh, so they're answered questions. Okay. Can I call you daddy? Oh, dear God. Oh, who left the note in Haas's room? Oh, I have to be on Haas's room to know that. And why is there orange? Where are the medals? Where are the medals? Okay, so those are the questions. Chili juice is an interesting. That is a rabbit hole you guys can go down. Not one for me to talk here. But thanks for telling me. Thanks for telling me, Grizz. So I don't know. The idea seems nice. Osman frowned, shaking his head gently. It would not it would not do to see it as such, Dave. There is a reason that test was illegal after all. I'll tell you about it sometime, perhaps, but not now. More questions? Yeah, some crazy girl who sold magical juice sums it up perfectly. Okay, more questions. Do you know Hansel and Gretel? Ori asked that question. Why did you work on vaccines? There should be a joke question in there that asks, are you anti-vax? That should better be a question in there. I want to add that. Okay, where can I comment that? How can I add a suggestion? Where can I add my suggestions? Come on. Ah. Where can I add my plus? Oh, no, I'm not supposed to reply to that. Can I just ask here? So I'm gonna say add, are you anti-vax to the joke questions? Because I would love to see people just like shit talk about that. Sorry, I just put a weird highlight there by accident. Oh, she said it for gross body parts. Yes, the thing about growing a digit or whatever. She claims that shit. It's like, oh, it's so bad. Can I call you daddy? Yeah. Alright, back to serious questions. Oh fuck, what did I just do? Nope. I'm sorry, I accidentally moved the spacebar. My bad. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? Just like that kid from the, what the fuck are they called? Kazoo, the Kazoo kid where she just turns around and is like, who are you? Oh man. Do you like bacon? What is morphic resonance? I'm curious about that. What is morphic resonance? How do you spell resonance? Morphic resonance. Okay, I spelled it right. I thought you didn't want me to go into details about that. I lied. It seems important. You say that this thing that's giving me visions is built around it, so do you blame me for asking? Oh, that's the vision thing. I thought it was something from the vaccine. With a sigh, Oswin shook his head. No, I suppose not. So in layman's terms, consider it akin to a survival instinct. An idea that in an inherent nature that keeps you safe exists somewhere beyond the scope of your mind and body, someplace else to be shared collectively across other species. Consider it a place you go once you're dead, and that you become assimilated, if you will. And we refer to these people as parents, if you will. And then there's possibly the fact that there could be other universes beyond us, light years away. This just turns into Adastra. Password is a part of the Adastra universe, confirmed. Sorry, I just had to. Why will you mention that, child Dirk? She said it cures a tons of stuff. Yeah, it doesn't cure shit. It just makes you worse. It's like the Monet people where they say it helps regrow hair, but then instead it helps, or it doesn't help, but instead it makes your hair fall out, but that's quote unquote the that's getting rid of the bad hairs, quote unquote, but it's actually just making people go bald. Originally the intent of it is supposed to be like, I think it was supposed to make your hair like have a thicker quality, or like it's supposed to have better volume or some crap like that. So weird stuff. Quantum physics. Oh god, like Neil Breen. Oh god. So idea that cross other species. I don't get it. The older boar rubbed the bridge of his nose, sighing out. Consider how birds know how to migrate, or how other animals just know what to do in infancy. Where do you suppose that knowledge comes from? Instinct. Duh. Maybe they were born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. The knowledge, I mean, in their DNA, their BNA. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Moving on. That's what I was a firm believer in until you arrived. My siblings were fans of believing that it existed elsewhere, that you could potentially access it and read from this. He waved his hands dismissively with a scowl. Matrix. Oh, God, I hate when people say matrix, and I know what a matrix is in terms of math, and it's like, you don't know the pain I went through learning matrices. Too much pain. Matrix, or field of consciousness. Oh, so like reading someone's mind? Suddenly Oswin slammed the table, making me jump. Answers, damn it! I want answers! No. Okay. Okay, Oswin. Before you go off thinking that you're going to become some telepath for having these visions, I highly doubt that would be the case. If anything, I fear that there's to be some impact on your mental state at worst. There was a pang of sadness in his tone, and he returned his hands to the resting spot under his chin. There's a whole theory on it in a book that I can point out to you in the library, although it's very dry. Just like my humor. I think I'll pass then. The important thing to take away from this is that it's the idea that you can manipulate these behaviors on a level outside genetics. Far be it for me to explain how that can be done, as I don't know personally. Alright. I feel like there's, you know, that meme of like Samuel L. Jackson with the lightsaber. Like, I know it's from Star Wars like 2 or 3 or something like that, but it's like, it's the meme where he's like, he's too, it's like, or it's like, you know, he knows too much. It's like, you know, he knows too much to be kept alive or something like that. And he's like holding the lightsaber. That's just Oswin right now with his whole science theory of like the instincts not being instincts. He's just like, he's too dangerous to be kept alive. That's what it was. He's just like, comes up to Oswin, too dangerous to be kept alive. Holds up the lightsaber. It will be done. Aw, thanks, Bane. I know it's such a dumb question, but I'm sorry. It's just coming from somebody whose family was anti-vax for like a decade and a half. Yeah. I kind of laugh at it now, but it's just like, you know, something that it is kind of dangerous if you don't make it out alive. Yeah. Oi, Dirk, if they're written on those lists, I haven't put them in yet. Okay, I was here. Can call you Daddy. Yee. It will be done. Okay. 11th grade algebra flashbacks. You don't know the worst of it. You don't know me going through college and doing it in linear algebra. Literally a class dedicated to matrices. Differential equations a little bit. And basically almost every stats class I've had to take. Matrices. Crazy stuff. Fun, but crazy stuff. If you're not doing like the crazy math part of it, it's fun. Like if you have a calculator doing it for you, that's fine. I just love organizing it, but doing the math is like, ugh, kill me. So, any other questions? What is your OTP? I don't know what an OTP is, guys. I am very annoying. Oh, somebody left a note in Haas's room. What is the answer to life? Got any grapes? Oh, God, that is such a joke question. Why don't you like rabbits? Oh, it was the lawyer. That was something we asked before. How do you feel about character name? Fixed syntax. Are the cameras working yet? Are there any blind spots in your surveillance system? Ooh, interesting. One true pair. I only just made it to your stream now and I saw your face and was like, wait, what? Yes, this is a face reveal episode. I'm finally revealing my face. Password is just a dasher in the far future where all the animals are in the same way of harmony but still able to live together. Could be. Just a tiny side thought. But where would the humans be? There's no humans. That's the only problem. That's the only flaw to my logic. I do statistics. I could show you, I could do a stream of me doing homework, and I need to do a homework assignment. After this, I probably have to log off and just start that. Maybe just have a chill stream of me doing the math homework, or the stat homework. It was assigned 2 weeks ago, and I got lazy and didn't do it yet. And it's due Friday. Fun. Alrighty, so... His older brother's name is Reginald. Do you enjoy pizza? What is the significance of the medallions? That was something about his dad. Who is hurting us? What is after us? I would love to ask that question. So who is after us? Or what is after us? Who is hurting us? Okay. No sooner were the words out of my mouth that Oswin shook his head. I don't know what you expect me to say to that. What do you mean? Two things, really. The first being that you seem to have forgotten that I do not know what you've seen, or any clues pertaining to the culprit and their methods. But the boar opposite me raised his hand, a sign for me to stay quiet as he continued. As much as I like your streams, I draw the line at math. Sorry, I was reading that. But, yeah. Not the most fun thing to show. But data science is more interesting because you actually get to see the graphs and stuff. So the data science part's the fun part. The math part is boring, but I do less and less of that as I get higher and higher in the major. The math class I'm kind of frustrated in right now because I didn't do so well in the first assignment, and it was because of one problem, and then, like, 2 problems technically, but the rest of the assignments I'm probably going to do better on. I just wish it was based on participation, because like, everybody makes mistakes, everybody's going to learn. It's like, people are trying, they're spending hours on it. It's like, why are you failing somebody for trying? It's like, at least he posts the solution, so at least we'll see it. It's data science, so it's science, but with data. Alright, so moving on. Secondly, no one has died. It doesn't benefit anyone to ask about things that have never eventuated, at least not so far, when there's so little to go off of. I grumbled in my chair, mumbling to myself. Fine, I guess. Okay, so I think I am going to show the sketch that was made of me, or of Dirk, I guess. That's me. I'm opening up Discord right now to see it. If that's okay with you, Chris. I don't know why I'm bending in so much every time to read. It's bad for my back. Oh boy, I'm nervous to see this. Oh, that's so cute! Oh my god, I love it! Ah! I got eyebrows. Oh, I got the little raccoon look to him. Oh, that's too cute. Oh, that's so awesome. And I'm probably gonna be working somewhere. Oh god, did I just... That did not just happen. That's so cool. I got a jacket. I'm probably working somewhere. I'm the one who died probably in the 99 people that died test scenario probably. But I got a hat for some reason. That's cool. I could be a bus driver. I could be anything. I could be what I want. It's funny because I never wear boots normally, but I like the style and I probably would wear them if I needed to. It's funny because I'm like, I wouldn't normally wear these clothes, but I like the look so much. if Grizz is still here. I think he was cool with me showing it. Excuse me, you didn't say face reveal. I will hold off streaming and boot Bane off the account. Okay, I just ask. Okay, hasn't responded yet, but... Alright, so... Let me see if I should move on. Maybe you're the bus driver. That's what I'm possibly thinking. I could be the bus driver. Maybe it could be somebody else. I think Lyde might also be in there somewhere. Grizz is trying to get multiple people in the novel, so... Don't just assume it's me who's the bus driver. But I could be somewhere. Alright, so I'm just going to stay silent if nobody else has any questions to ask. Because I'm kind of done with this, and I probably might finish my stream now and finish days 9 and 10 the next day. So this title is a lie. Tyson Day 8. Alright, so he hasn't replied yet, and maybe he will reply to my Discord. No! I went offline! No! Okay, I'm back to streaming again, part 2. Fingers crossed that I can get through this and not get copyright struck again, despite having no copyright music in the video. That's the crazy part. This one, it's like, I get it for the smoke room because, of course, there was copyright music. That one made sense, and, you know, the sex scene. I made it 18 plus, so I'm like, you know, it's just part of the story. It wasn't unreasonable sex. It was like, there's part of a narrative. This one is weird. It's like, nothing happened. Nothing explicit happened. Nothing even 18 plus. Just cuss words. Ooh, cuss words. Sorry, I'm just going crazy with that. Go live. Okay, why did I violate the terms, guys? I'm very confused. Luckily, I recorded this stream, so I'm going to repost it and upload it. Just like that smoke room incident, except that one was a bit more reasonable, but still I had a reason to do it. It was 18 plus and all that, and, you know, I had my reasons and my merits for the, you know, thing. This one just was so out of the blue. I don't think there was any music being played. No audio. The video is just the password. Just my face. I don't know why they're taking me down. It's just really funny. YouTube's just really on to me right now. And I was hoping I could show you guys my sprite that was made by Grizz, if he's around or if he's replying to my Discord. But we'll keep going. I'm going to stay silent if you guys are okay with that, and I'm just going to finish things out here. So I'm going to try and conclude things before YouTube gets all banhammer again on me for no reason, and I do not know why they would do that. Yes, good morning. Alright, just gonna double check the Discord. No approval on it yet, but I think YouTube is not using humans correctly, so of course the programs are stupid. The thing is, I'm surprised that YouTube is actually using more like automation for it instead of having humans doing it at home, which is the shocking part. Like, if a human watched this, it would be like, there's no problem with this, moving on. So I'm just very confused by this. So I'm going to end this here. Or not the stream right now, but I'm gonna end the questions if everyone's okay with that. Alright, I'm gonna stay silent. I frowned, thinking. Done already? Come on, I already asked like 5 questions. Fuck you. I think so, yeah. Back to normal, Osman got up from the side of his desk, supporting his weight as he did so. I hope tonight was informative. Osman stretched before yawning, not bothering to cover his mouth or hold it back. I got up, shaky before following suit. It was. Yeah. Then good. He made to walk away, and I called out. Wait! What is it? What happens now? Save in case you want to come back and ask more later. Good idea! Okay. Stay silent, blah blah blah, we did this. It was, yeah, then good. What the f? Okay, I apologize, but I am not getting allowed to stream. I am not allowed to stream, according to YouTube. YouTube does not want me to stream, even though I am literally doing nothing to violate them. I am playing a game of an independent creator who's approving of me playing the game. I am also not playing any copyrighted music. There has been no music in this game, or at least in today's day of it, in this stream. And I've only talked about just independent stuff, just voicing through this novel. Like, I'm transforming it through the voice. I am bringing it to life through voice. And once again, the creator's okay with that. I have literally violated nothing. So once I repost this, YouTube might see this at the end. And yeah, they're gonna have to realize that they're really screwing up for some reason. They probably have an algorithm going in like, oh, you have sex scenes in some of your previous ones, and then banhammer me because of that, even though this video isn't. Kind of the problem with data science, of course, me being a data scientist myself. Algorithms are not always going to be accurate, and it's just fine-tuning them. It's a thing, because it's always just a prediction. So I'm going to finish the stream here and hope I can just, upload this as a video. So apologies to anybody coming, or not coming now, that's offline, but apologies to anybody expecting me to have finished the video on the stream. So yeah, this is really bad. So, continuing, then good. He made to walk away, and I called out, Wait! What is it? What happens now? You go to bed. Like in real life. And you? I have some calculations I need to run. Something I need to test. But hopefully you'll sleep soundly enough despite what we talked about tonight. I should, sure. But what about us? Will we meet again? Will we talk again? If you believe that it's needed, then we can arrange something for a few days from now. Let me think. 3 days. Give me 3 days and we'll reconvene here. Same time, same place. To talk again? No. By then, I should be able to show you something. Something in my lab, assuming you are interested. But would that help? Help us figure out what's going on? Not necessarily, but you can never go wrong with more information. So in 3 days, meet me here, and I'll show you the lab. All right. Okay, Osman wandered over to the door, stepping through it before turning around to look at me once more. With a nod, he closed the heavy door and clicked shut, with almost the sound of a mechanism ensuring they would stay that way. And we go upstairs. For me, I wandered back upstairs the corridor, the meeting playing over my mind. Had I said everything I needed to? Was everything put away at least for the time being? I hoped that, if anything, there was going to be some breathing room and enjoy my time with my friends. I stopped in the darkness, smelling something, my nose scrunched up trying to remember where I placed that smell. It wasn't one I associated with danger, so there was that, but definitely one that I wasn't expecting to be smelling here, and now of all times. Oh, there's Sal sleepwalking. I froze, emerging from the corridor right into Sal, standing in the middle of the conservatory. I was about to say controversy. Something didn't seem right about this. Something felt off. Sal, are you okay? I looked behind me quietly, closing the bookcase while keeping an eye on Sal. It was odd. He wasn't responding to anything, instead just standing there, just staring at me. Sal, what are you doing? I explained about the bookcase. I gestured over to the now concealed passage, expecting him to have said something about it by now. Maybe you should go to bed. Go to bed, right? Bed. I watched as Sal wandered off, leaving the room and bumping into the doorframe on the way. He looked out of it, and I wondered why he wasn't asleep. Still, of all the odd things that had been happening of late, at least he wasn't brandishing a weapon around. That is some good foreshadowing. I can't believe I can't stream it. It's a shame. I made it back to my room and nearly collapsed on my bed, kicking off my shorts and peeling off my shirt and laying on my back. Any other night, I probably would have indulged in relieving myself some of this pent-up stress, but instead, I lay there with my thoughts. With the phone still in hand, I lifted it up to my face so I could scroll through my messages, each one of these a record of a time where I didn't have to worry about the person on the receiving end dying. My finger paused over one message chain, hesitating before clicking on it. There were so many messages, all sent by me, waiting for a reply. I scrolled up, not bothering to read them for a bit before I blacked out. I knew what all of them said, almost like a journal of the points of my life where I just needed to let someone know if something was up. Couldn't be Tyson, or really anyone. They were private things. I dialed my voicemail, the option memorized from having done it so many times before. Holding my phone up to my ear, I closed my eyes, breath catching in my chest. There was always that brief delay before the message started, to the point I couldn't count the seconds from when the person on the other side realized the beep had sounded. Oh! There was a brief smirk on my face as the familiar voice came through. Guess I missed you, huh, sport? There was his laugh, my laugh, our laugh. That nervous hyena chuckle when we'd been caught off guard by something. Oh well, I figured I'd just check in on how things are going. You going alright, champ? Alright, this is just a message, isn't it? He laughed again, and despite the tears welling up, I laughed along with him, much like I'd done every time in the past when listening to this message. Well, best to get back to work. Rest up and I'll see you when you wake up, alright, sport? I love you, son. Oh, my heart, that hurts so much. Oh, that's gonna hurt me. My reply was halfway out of my mouth before the message ended, the rest of the reply trailing off into silence to be replaced with my quiet sobs. My arm went limp, and I let my phone fall away from my head. I'll see him when I wake up. My eyelids drooped a little, and I breathed out, wiping the corner of my eyes and yawning. When I wake up. I fell asleep soon after, exhausted. I should have at least gotten under the covers or something, but by the time I realized, it was already morning. Day 9. Alright, so this is the part where we get the flashback to his dad. I saved, and we are going to quit. We are only doing day 8, by the way. Oh shoot, I quit out of the whole I quit out of the whole game. Whatever. This is the end of the password day 8. I'm going to try and do day 9 and 10 if I can tomorrow. I want to. I might try and get some homework done too, but my first priority is still going to be finishing Password, then doing Echo some other day, then ICO, fingers crossed I can get to it, and from there, just whatever updates come out. So pretty much getting Password and Echo are the big hurdles for me to get out of the way, and then ICO is the next hurdle. From there, I'll be able to just progress with just updates from there and just only have to do it when updates come out. And that's my goal at the end of the day. Like, I just want to do things when the updates come out. Like, I don't want to have to be like 2, 3, 4 updates like this, like a week or whatever. Like, it's just tough for me on my schedule, plus my work and my other stuff I'm trying to do. So, yeah, this is it. I got logged off offline twice because of false copywriting, or, well, incorrect copywriting strikes, or copyright claims is what I meant. I don't know what they would knock me on. The problem is, they didn't tell me last time, but it was easier to figure out. This time, I want them to give me a reason at least. I feel like whenever a reason is given, YouTube should at least express it to me. At least say, hey, we took your video down because of this specific thing, and then I can argue it. I can't just sit here and go, what did I do wrong? Because I actually did nothing wrong. So, apologies about that. And I'm going to end the stream here because it's getting kind of late for me, and I want to try and maybe do this earlier in the morning tomorrow so I can get it done sooner. That, or I'll do my homework. Whatever comes first, I want to really get my homework done because it's due Friday, and Password. Those are my big priorities for tomorrow. Password, homework. So, got that hyena laugh. But apologies, guys, for the stream logging out twice, but you guys are probably going to see this as an upload. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.